Let's come together in our opening treatment. Let's really think about what we're doing here in this process that we call treatment. We are setting our intention. We are affirming our belief. We are engaging in a process that causes us to develop faith. The premise is that we live in a universe that is spiritual in nature. And the activity of spirit is thought. It's a mental universe. In the beginning was the Word. In the beginning, God said, "Let there be." And in this beginning today, this new beginning, we are speaking our word. Our let it be, our intention, that which we will have now at this time. And I suggest that our intention is for a greater experience of the presence and the activity of the divine, the realization of God. There is only one life, just one. We call it by many names. We call it the divine. We call it spirit. We call it mind. We call it love. But by whatever name we choose to call it, it must be unity. It must be one. For a house divided against itself cannot stand. And if any part of the divine were against itself, it would destroy itself. Perfect unity, perfect oneness, perfect wholeness, perfect I amness, perfect suchness, perfect isness. And this unity expresses itself as multiplicity. The one becomes many, but never loses sight of its oneness. Never loses sight of its isness, its I amness, its suchness. It has created each and every one of us out of itself. We are little individualized centers, little pinpoints of that one light, expressing its life to the extent that we conceive it, that we know it, that we realize it. Osho gives us the example of the ocean and the waves. That the waves are the ocean expressing itself as waves, and we are the waves. We are the waves waving at the divine, waving to each other, waving in love. That which is all presence is expressing itself in us, as us, and through us. It is expressing itself in, as, and through all creation. In the lilies of the field, in the birds of the air. In the Gospel of Thomas, Jesus was asked, "Where is the kingdom?" And Jesus replied, "Everywhere present, but people do not see it." Today, our intention is not only to see it, but to feel it, to know it, to experience it. It is nearer than our hands and feet. It is closer than our breath. It is that intelligence which beats our heart, which digests our food. It is the intelligence in the trees that gives us the air that we breathe. the intelligence within us that gives the trees the air that they breathe. We are truly one with all of life. So we release and let go of any and every idea or notion that we have ever held, and we allow ourselves to be filled anew. We have emptied ourselves and invite the divine presence to fill us with its truth. We are grateful for this opportunity to be together. We are grateful to know that there's a power in the universe that responds according to our belief. So we release this treatment, this affirmative prayer, this movement within consciousness. We release it to that perfect law, knowing so certainly it is done that we say together, and so it is. Alrighty, everyone.